It's like a bad dream. It's like a bad dream. But I'm here to tell you that it can happen to your family too. The CAD system is not fixed. They made some changes. But another hot day, what they're telling me is another hot day can shut it down. So my question to the powers that be, if the CAD system can shut down on a hot day, what can a hot day do to a person's body who they have laying on the cement for 50 minutes? My son arrived at the hospital with no pulse. Only to have the hospital tell me he was never there. For 6 weeks, I tried to get information on my son. Again and again, I got it back in writing that Dante Melton was never there. Not until right before the body cam footage came out, that they say, oh, Miss Good, we had him in as a John Doe. So you mean to tell me that my son died alone because you never checked your hospital records? Here's the irony. My current phone number and my name as his support person was in their system. Had they just looked, had they just listened, if you guys saw the video, he clearly said his name. Did anyone ask him again? He said, what's your name, bud? He said, I'm Dante Maurice Melton Jr. But yet when the police showed up at my house the next day, they said, well, we don't know if it's him. We couldn't hear his name. Since then, I've been informed that as soon as they collect the body cam footage, they review it. So you didn't go back and listen to his name? And you left him in a hospital dying with no family? Do you know how fast we would have been there? At the time, I was only 15 minutes away from any hospital. My son died alone. Are they crazy? He has a family and friends who love and support him. But it's my best guess that they just thought he was nobody. They just thought he was nobody. But let me say this. Plot twist. I couldn't have thought that. Because the officer who Dante went to has been to my house twice in the last 2 years when Dante had a medical emergency. So much for community policing. You didn't remember him? So Dante not just went to an officer, he went to a familiar face who had been in my house in my basement for 30 minutes while Dante was going through a medical emergency. So you didn't remember him? I'm not talking 10 years ago. I'm talking over a period of 2 years. We encountered those same police officers 3 times. And one time, when you were at my house, Mr. Police Officer, you said, oh yeah, I remember y'all. Because somebody ran into us right down the street from my house in an accident, and the officer responded. So that was the first time we had an encounter with that officer. The second time, you were in my house. I got the video to prove it. The third time, you were standing outside of my house. And so you didn't know who Dante was? Although he said his name? Ask him again. No one asked him again. Instead, they hog-tied him and treated him like he was just a terrible person, just left him there. And I gotta say it, because you might not have heard the jokes, but I have the video to prove it. It's Dante lay on the ground, flapping around, saying, I can't breathe. He rode kind of under the police car right here. And one of the police officers said, oh, look at him. He's trying to change the oil. And I'm going to repeat this, and I'm sorry for the younger that I have to use this language, but a police officer said, I fucked him up, Sarge. Didn't think I was going to get that footage, did you? I fucked him up, Sarge. We got it. I want accountability. I want now. Thank you. I'm going to give it to my sister. Come on, you know what I said all I can say. I promise. Okay, I said all I can say. Say his name.
Dante Melton.
Say his name.
Dante Dante Milton.
Say his name.
Dante Milton.
Say his name.
Dante Milton.
I'm also at a loss for words because my beautiful sister and her family should not have to endure the pain that they're enduring right now. Why aren't these killer cops in the cell block? Why? Why? It's been a year way too late. They should have been locked up immediately because had Dante would have did what was done to him, to anybody. Let's be crystal clear. Day one, he would have been locked up, arrested, thrown underneath a cell. Why aren't these killer cops in the cell block? This is disgusting. And it's so sad. This young man should still be here with his family.
Right.
I don't know what to say, especially after Father's Day just passed, birthday just passed, every day that just passed. A mother has to be without her son. His children have to be without their father. And why didn't Anthony Brown's office do anything yet? I'm so disgusted. And right now, me and my family are waiting for that same office. And they still ain't say anything. But this is about Dante Milton. A call for help. For help. For help that he placed. Let's be crystal clear. A call for help to not lead to a young man being deceased. Beat to death. Flipped over. All the foolishness. Heartbreaking. Hog-tie position. It is disgusting. They knew who he was. Let's be clear. That's why they placed him as a John Doe. And it's so sad. They did the same thing with my brother Ken. IDs on him. Tyrone Wacky driving my Mercedes Benz to Wanda Jones' call. Doing long call, but he had his ID on him. And you list him as a John Doe. You take a half hour to an hour to take him to a hospital 3 minutes away. Disgusting. And like she said, our loved ones are dying alone. Dante should still be here. A young man placed a call for help. We're in times where we all need help right now. And it seems like our people are getting killed for needing help. A baby just was murdered by a killer cop in another state. And I don't care if it wasn't in this state. Because state to state, they love to hate. And I'll say it again. State to state, they love to hate. And it's sickening. They hate our people. You mean to tell me for Pampers that they alleged was stolen, a baby, a 1-year-old victim, now is a part of a club we did not sign up for? For help. A young man going in a store to buy water bottles, changed his mind. And you get Asians to chase them over 2 football fields and gun them down. Go to court, die guilty. We're in a town we need help, and they're killing us. No one's coming to save us. No one is helping us. They're killing us. My brother that day went to help a female who needed a ride. For help, you're getting murdered. Help should not equal death. Help should just be that. It is so sad and disgusting that my sister should not be out here now. Dante should be with us. Why isn't he here? Help now? Help. And that's what I want y'all to focus on. Help. When does help equal a death sentence? Help. Help. And then you see it on video. You hear the officer saying profanity. I effed him up. Why isn't he in the cell block? He admitted to what he did. I effed him up. Why isn't he in the cell block? You know why? The system is dirty and disgusting. It doesn't care about us. They're never going to help us. They're only going to keep doing it over and over again. It's going to be another victim. Dante Milton, last year on this day, your child or brother, sister, mother, tomorrow or today. They're not waiting. This poor family has been through enough. They have to come where her loved one was snatched and murdered is sickening and disgusting. But I give you all your flowers now, my queen, because you are so strong. Because I can't even take it. This was my big brother. This was your child. I am a mother too. We don't carry a child 9 months. Build them as soon as we know and connect to them when they're in our womb. Immediately. To have them brought into this earth to be murdered and nothing is done. It is time we knock this damn system down. I'm tired of playing with it. I'm tired. I'm done. We done sat down with Lottie, Dottie, and everybody, and they still ain't doing nothing but taking us out. When is enough going to be enough? Dante Milton to the next one. He deserves to be here with his family. He should be hugging his mother right now. And she got to still work through this type of trauma, pain. A club we never signed up for. No one ever asked us. Did anybody knock on your door that day and say, hey, you want to be in a club that nobody wants you to be in? No one. They recruiting us randomly. And they don't care. They don't care. And as much as we try to go vote, do stuff, because I went to go vote. I was tired as hell yesterday. I went to go vote. Don't feel like it might do nothing, but I still went to go vote. Because we need to do every and anything to save our own lives. Nobody's saving us. Nobody saved Dante Milton. A call for help, that always bothered me. That's why when I heard that disturbing news, I immediately went to her. I was so devastated and heartbroken. A mother had to go through that type of pain. Another mother signed up to a horrible club nobody asked to be in. You know what? The irony in this, when I read Tyrone's case, when I read his what they said happened to him, I could have closed my eyes and put my son up there. My son didn't have a heart problem. I could have closed my eyes and just changed the name because everything they said about Tyrone, how they didn't press him in his back, they did. How they didn't hurt him, they did. Almost to the T. I could have closed my eyes, guys, and the report was exactly the same. So this is a play that keeps happening. Okay? So we got to wake up, guys. We are here. This is the woke crowd, and we ain't going to stop. Can't stop. Won't stop. Can't kill a cop. I'm so block. Can't stop.
Can't stop.
Won't stop. So kill a cop. I'm so block. And I mean that. I mean that with every breath in my body. They try to offer me money. Take it, stick it where the sun don't shine. Because I'm out here for mine. And at the end of the day, it's not about the income, it's about the outcome. The family deserve the money. Let's don't get it twisted. Because if you snatch a hard-working father that took care of his family, you gotta pay that family. You gotta pay my brother's children. Everybody. But it's not about that. We want criminal charges. But in a capitalist society, they think that's accountability. I remember when I sat with the mayor at the time, when my brother was murdered, this wench, excuse my language, this wench had the nerve to invite me to City Hall to eat steak, the top of the line breakfast. But I didn't eat nothing because I was there to talk to this wench. And I had respect for her until this wench told me, oh, didn't you get accountability? I said, well, what part I missed? When? What, they locked up? What, I missed something? I'm doing what? Y'all got $1 million bucks? Hold up. So when she said that, I instantly pulled out the picture that I had where they had my brother body tore up on the floor while she was chewing on her egg. She couldn't even finish. Oh, this accountability to you. Is this accountability to you? And she got disgusted, couldn't eat her food. I'm not playing with these people. We're not playing about our loved ones. Because the time we can spend with them, y'all took that. So guess who we're going to spend the time with? Take a big guess. Y'all. Their blood is on y'all hands. So we're going to be out here on y'all. I was getting ready to say a party word, but I see babies. But I'm saying, we not playing with y'all. This beautiful mother should be home right now, relaxing. Slept through day, all that. But however, she's out here for her baby. We're out here for her baby. So, Queen, if you want to say anything else, I'm gonna open up the mic to see if anybody else wanna pour into our beautiful queen. Mic check.
Check.
Mic check.
Check.
I just want to reiterate again everything that Tawanda said. We know with the election cycle that comes every 2 years, every 4 years, these same politicians that again won't give accountability for the death of Tyrone, for the death of Dante, for the death of too many children, family members, community members, they're going to say the same script. They're going to show the same playbook. They're going to keep pushing the same message to keep us tied into a system that wasn't built for us anyway. We understand this. We know our history. We know that we don't come from a society of founding fathers that knew, oh, in 2026, we may have some difficulties, we may have some problems, but there's going to be justice because we built that into our Constitution. No, we understand that Constitution is meant for rich white men that don't care about black women, that don't care about black children, that don't care about transgender workers, that don't care about a working class, because again, they came to build this place for profit, using our bodies, our minds, our art, our history. And so again, I want to reiterate that this system is not built for us. It never has been, and it cannot be fixed, rejuvenated, reformed, built for literally all of us here. It's not meant for us. It's not meant for the ones that are speaking up or the ones that are actually trying to bring change, that are trying to have safe, healthy, and happy families. This system, this capitalist system, regardless, in the US, in Great Britain, in France, in the Congo, in Japan, anywhere in the world, it is exploiting people. People that live under those nations, people that live elsewhere. So we have to understand that approaching this problem of police brutality is greater than just the justice, or at the very least accountability for our family members and loved ones. It's fighting a whole system that in every single way, on every single level of our lives, is going to put us down and make us feel like we can't do much more. We just have to make it another day. We just have to try and make it out. We just try to stick it out. I believe that a system that literally oppresses your humanity and your ability to live and love should never exist and should not be compromised with. I, not as a member of the West Coalition, but as a human being who is a member of an international organization, believes that capitalism cannot be reconciled with. I believe that a system that is built by human beings, actually caring for human beings, is the one that we deserve. And for me, I see that as communism, meaning a community, an actual community of people. We don't have to live with the idea of borders or thinking, yes, we can have our safe space here. Yes, we can have our nation state here. And then you guys will be okay. You guys will be safe. Because again, those who have power and those who deem these borders will find any way to create those divisions, even if they put a happy face of freedom, liberty, prosperity, and civil liberties. They're going to find a way to, again, twist those words to get us playing back into a capitalist system. And that's why I say shut the whole system down, because we never needed it, because it only needed us for our labor and what we can do to give them that profit. So again, shutting the system down is the bare minimum. Getting accountability is one of those many steps towards that. So I feel like, again, capitalism needs to be shut down completely for Dante, for Tyrone, and for all victims living and breathing, and those that we've lost way too soon. Mic check.
Say something. Come on out. Say his name.
Dante Melton.
Dante Melton. Dante Melton. Dante Melton. Okay, what I'm going to say is this, guys. I have to say I appreciate some people I just contacted today to say, hey, we're going to do this. Unfortunately, I lost my older brother just 2 days ago. Okay? So this day just kind of crept up on me. You know, I coulda, shoulda, woulda. He's been sick for a while. I meant to send it out sooner, right? So I'm so grateful for everyone here that you showed up and you showed out for Dante. Thank you so much. Okay.
My name is Carrington. I'm with the People's Power Assembly. I'm also with the Struggle for Socialism Party. Obviously, condolences and power Peace and power to the family. Condolences to the family of Dante Melton Jr. and condolences to you, Tawanda, with the death of Tyrone West. With the CAD system, the CAD system being fixed is a demand that I think we need to elevate. That system was designed to help us, and we're seeing that it is hurting us. The CAD system, however, was put in place in a way to design to fail in order for this racist, brutal system of policing to continue going. The CAD system failing gives them time to continue to pump millions of dollars into the police budget while they focus on an issue that allows police to stay militarized, that allows police to continue without having mental health training. The mental health Officer Worley stated that officers aren't required to have mental health training. They're not required to have training to deal with people suffering on the street. They're only designed to shoot their gun, arrest people, meet their quota. The issue is racist policing that goes back to what everyone was saying, American history and with the history of here in Baltimore. We fight for the CAD system. We fight for killer cops and cell blocks. We fight for justice and accountability. We fight for this to never happen again. And I just believe it's so important to continue doing stuff like this, to raise every demand possible to bring the system down, raising the demand of the CAD system, raising the demand of putting these killer cops in cell blocks, raising the demand of increased funds and infrastructure for community support, transportation, healthcare, housing, food, things like that. That is one of the main things that we need to fight for, because taking away from the budget that goes in to the bullets, into the trucks, into the AI surveillance, all of that money is money that goes away from the stuff that allows our kids to eat, that allows our kids to have proper education, that allows our kids to thrive and see themselves as people that can stand upright. Burkina Faso gets its name, Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso, meaning the land of upright people. They got that name. They took that name when they threw off the boot of the oppressor. They threw off the boot of the colonizer. Baltimore can be a land of upright people. When police occupation, millions of dollars to the police, and it goes away, and that money goes towards transportation, education, healthcare, housing, food, and things like that. AFRAM just ended. And last year, Bilal Abdullah was killed before AFRAM. Dante Melton was killed after AFRAM. This year in AFRAM, the police said that it was the youth that destroyed the whole event, and that's why they brought a bunch of police in and the choppers in and all that. They do this stuff on purpose, always to keep us occupied and corralled, even in our moments of celebration, in our moments where we should be together as family, as community. They always remind us that they're the people watching over us, that it is them that blocks what we should have. And it's through our removal of them, through defunding them, through putting up alternate community support structures, that we can actually see an uplifted community here in Baltimore that's able to decide for itself and not decide based off of money motives and profits and politicians and things. Thank you.
Lord, hold on. Oh God, the kid. Okay. I don't have a long speech. I'm Dante's little sister, one and only little sister. And I just want to thank y'all. I just see all family out here, and we appreciate it so much. Dante would really love this. Actually, he would be embarrassed. But still, just to show, just to come out here, just to see that everybody out here and they supporting, we just thank y'all. Y'all didn't have to come, but y'all did. So we appreciate it so much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
A lot of beautiful people out here. My name is JR. I'm one of Dante's good friends. Me and Dante became really good friends after we had a tragic moment with both our best friends who's no longer here. And as I was going through college and things that, can y'all hear me? I don't have. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not a loudspeaker. Well, like I said, me and Dante is like one of the last ones left, right? I've seen a lot of things. My family's probably one of the first families that actually started from the migration for the rail line. And we can't. All right. So anyway, so basically what's going on here, if you actually can see what's going on, there's a lot of private funding here and they actually getting replaced. That's what's going on. So what we're gonna have to do as people is actually start standing up and speaking for all of us. That's what the fuck we are going to do. A lot of us went to college and forgot about us, right? I'm the last one left. I actually know what's going on. A lot of people call me to do audits for people, data audits, and I can actually see what goes on behind the backs. Risk management, I can see how long the turnover ratio when a call is dropped, when someone should pick it up. They have servers, secondary servers to pick up. So come on, man, we live in the AI world, right? So that's telling me a couple things. We're going to get replaced, right? So if you actually look at it, they're replacing us. Boom, go around. So we're going to have to stand the fuck up, support each other, and stop supporting other people who don't support us. So which that means that us men going to have to come together, start pressing down on certain people, and roll them out. Either you're going to be for us or you're going to roll out. And we got to set examples, point blank. And I mean, we could be in a good way, in a formal way. You know what I mean? They got to get permits to get certain places. So we won't zone. We got to roll out. That's our story. You know what I mean? We put the right person there. We start having our men accountable for holding for action, and we police ourselves. That's it. And we hold them people accountable. If we come as a community as a whole, we're undefeated. You know what I mean? I used to get mad upset that a lot of our elders left and we were stuck. And I understand now I'm an elder. So now I got to come back and help the young people. We have to come back and help the young people. But it's going to take a community. For me to actually see how someone just died, not using common sense, just pick the boy up and put him in the car, that's telling me that people are now, it's normal. This shit is not normal, right? This is not normal. And so it's telling me that they no longer want to see it. So we have to come together. And so which means we got to start holding district councilman, for his deeds, hold him accountable for the police. If they don't want to police, then guess what? We got to stand there in front of them and say, get the fuck out. That's it. That's point blank. If we're not speaking up, then who's going to speak for us? That part. You know what I mean? If we're crying about change, if we're crying about black people, we're crying about this, we have to do something, bro. Or we're going to keep dying. Or they're going to send us to jail. And then the real niggas in jail. And then what's going to happen? Who's going to protect the women? Like, yeah, that's what I got to say. Like, that's what I meant. No fucking say.
Don't take no JR.
That's the best I can say. If y'all down, I'm down. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
All right, I want to say thank you guys again. Okay.
Hold on.
Hold on. Okay. What you got, sis? Okay.
Thanks to the West Coalition, we really appreciate you. Like seriously, like we didn't know. And the People Powers Assembly, we really appreciate. When I said I see family, I seen y'all too. That's what I meant. Just to give a shout out to y'all. Thank you so much.
All right. Bella Child. Bella Child. The audacity of me to say such a thing, right? The audacity of them to kill my son. While we are far away from the rice paddy factories in northern Italy, we are right in the heart of West Baltimore where factories have closed and jobs have disappeared. Bella Child. We stand and fight and resist the oppression. It's for us too. Thank everyone. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate you. God bless you. Dante's life mattered.
Dante's life mattered.
Dante's life mattered.
Dante's life mattered.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank y'all again. Thank y'all.